In this video, we're going to work our way through solving two-step equations. So our goal is essentially being able to model them with diagrams, solving them, and verifying. So when we're doing two-step equations, the order of operations is very important. So we're going to have to do things in a specific order. So if I take a look here, we have two models. And so once again, all of these green bars are my x's. Anything that is red is a positive. Anything that is empty, a white tile, is a -1. So +1, -1. So in this first equation on the left, we have 3x plus 5 equals 11. So what we have to do is we have to find out how much is x. X is equal to just one single green tile. So our job is to essentially figure out how much is one single green tile worth. To do this, we're going to have to always do the same thing on each side, right? So to find one green tile, first of all, I look at the side with my x's, and I notice that there are these 5 red tiles on this side. I want just the green tiles by itself, so I'm actually going to get rid of these 5 red tiles. So now I'm left with just green tiles. But keep in mind, when you have an equation, it works exactly like a scale. I can't just get rid of one thing because that's going to make me off balance. I have to do the exact same thing to the other side. So now that I've gotten rid of 5 red tiles on the left, I also have to get rid of 5 red tiles on the right. And so now I'm left with just my 3 green tiles equals to 6 red tiles. If I want to find out how much a single green tile is, like we did when we started multiplying and dividing, we're going to have to split this into 3 groups. So if I take a look and split them into 3 groups, I would notice I have 1 group, 2 group, 3 groups, each one having 2. So this must mean that if I have a single red or a single green x, that's equal to 2 reds, which is 2 positive. On the other side, I have an equation, and this would be represented by 2x minus 2 equals to +6. So what I would want to do is just get the green tiles on their own, but now if I cross out these two, there are no white tiles on the other side to cross out. So I actually have to go backwards a bit because anything I do to the left, I have to do to the right. So this time, instead of crossing out these 2 white tiles, I'm actually going to do what we did in our integers unit, and I'm going to add 2 red tiles. If I have a +1 and a -1, so like these two, this is what we call a 0 pair, and they just cancel each other out. So if I add 1, take away 1, you're at 0. Same thing here, adding 1, taking away 1 brings you to 0. But if I do this on the left side, I still need to add the 2 red tiles to the right side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. This means I have 2 green tiles now equaling to 8 red tiles. So I'm going to have to split this into the 2 groups to find out how much a single green tile is worth. So if I do that, I can fit 4 tiles and 4 tiles. That gives me 2 groups of 4. So visually I can see 1x is equal to 4. This line. Let's try and do this using a word problem. So Maury saw this sign advertising t-shirts and socks. He pays $30 for 2 t-shirts and 4 pairs of socks. What is the price of 1 t-shirt? So if I'm looking for the price of 1 t-shirt, I'm going to have to define my variable. So let's start with let t be the price of 1 t-shirt. Okay. So for this one over here, Maury's going to pay $30, and that gives him 2 t-shirts and 4 pairs of socks. And it says socks are $2 a pair. So that means he pays $30, and that's going to equal to 2 t-shirts and 4 pairs of socks. So 4 pairs of socks, each pair of socks costing $2. I'm just going to rewrite this and the one part I can solve is this 4 times 2. So $30 equals to 2t plus 4 times 2, which is $8. Okay, now I can start solving. So similar to before, I'm going to just draw this line down here just to imaginary build a barrier. And I'm also going to highlight my variable. So what I need to do is get the t all by itself, just like on the last slide how we tried to get the x all by itself. We wanted to get just one green bar. And like last time, the first thing I want to do is just cancel out any counters that would be by themselves. So I want to work from far away and then work my way in. The +8 is a little bit further away than that 2, which is actually directly touching the t. So in order to get rid of this +8, the opposite is to subtract 8. So that 8 minus 8 gives me 0. I can get rid of it. I also have to do the same thing to the left-hand side. So now I have 30 minus 8. That's going to get me to 22 equals to 2t. And then if I just highlight my variable again, I need to get t by itself. And so in order to do that, 2 times t, the opposite is to divide by 2. Divide by 2. And 2 divided by 2 gives me just a single t, 1t. So just t. 22 divided by 2 is 11. So my final answer would be 11 equals to t. And then I can go ahead and answer that. The price of one t-shirt is $11. And so I can also go back and verify this, so double check my answer. If I plug it in, so I said 30 equals to 2t plus 8, and I can just plug that in. So 2 times 11 plus 8. BEDMAS rules, I have to multiply before I add, so that means it's 22 plus 8, which is $30. So that checks out. 30 equals to 30. Hopefully that was a good intro into modeling equations with 2 steps. And so if you have any questions, let me know, but good luck on your practice.